Ryan, Tiffany's husband, and I'm here to introduce the Fall Leaves collection, which is why I'm wearing an Hawaiian shirt. Yes, indeed, Hawaiian shirts and leaves have so much in common. They're both...
Since when?
Okay, fine. I'm wearing an orange shirt underneath it, which has everything to do with fall leaves, and fall leaves are exactly what we're here to talk about. Yes?
Alright, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, fine. I see how it is. Honey, I guess I'm just gonna leave then.
Yes, Dad. Make like a tree and leaf.
Hey!
Alright guys, so fall leaves, and I was honored to be hosting this month with Rustic and Lace DIYs. So let's get into project number 1. So I'm going to take some of the wooden leaves that you can get from Dollar Tree. I have a bunch of these in my stash, and I only show me painting 2 of them right now with some acrylic paint. I actually darkened this up a little bit. This is Harvest, and then I put a little brown in it. And then I'm taking a white gel pen, and I'm just kind of messing around with dotting details. I am not gonna lie, I got this idea off of Pinterest. I've been having the hardest time, you guys, in a slump lately with getting fall ideas, you guys. But anyway, so I'm just kind of basically just playing around with it. I do end up painting 2 more in like barn red, so it's kind of more of the dark red. There you go. Like it's kind of like a burgundy, not even burgundy. It's kind of just deep red. But anyway, it's almost maroon. But I'm kind of just gonna be playing around with these 2. I don't show like all the detailing or nothing like that, but I wanted to give you guys an idea that I do this for all of... I actually repainted this one because I didn't like how it turned out, so that's why I went from detailing that one and to now detailing it again. Anyway, so I kind of didn't show you the other one either. You can see the other one down over there. I'm just kind of giving you an idea. You just kind of basically have to play around with it. I don't know. I wanted to give you the example that I'm doing it to all 4 of them, but not go into like extreme details, that just basically have fun with it. And I just kind of came up with different designs for all 4. And now I'm going to kind of stagger these onto this board. I did not paint the board because I really thought that they popped a lot more on the on this plain solid wood board. So I'm just laying these down. I actually really liked this one. I thought this one turned out really cool the way this turned out. So I left the way this was. Let me know, guys, what you guys think. You'll see more in the final reveal. So this one here, I had this wrapped previously for a different project that honestly didn't turn out. I'm not real big into the buffalo check anymore. Some people still really are. I'm okay with like the red and black buffalo check for Christmas and stuff, but I'm not big on the black and white. But I wanted this. I left it because I figured it would still help with some of the covering, because I knew I wasn't going to have enough of this this ribbon to cover it. This was the last of my burlap ribbon So I was trying to make it last as much as I possibly could. And I wanted to try to create a little bit of a swag wreath. So I'm bringing out some of my really bright orange leafing here. I really liked these leaves. I do have a few more on a couple of different wreaths that I made past. But I really wanted to cover up. I was okay with that being there, but I needed to cover that up because we didn't want the buffalo check showing since we covered up the rest of the wreath. So we're kind of just playing around here. Anyway, so I didn't want to glue anything down because I wanted to be able to remake this. And then I was fiddling around and I wanted to, I was thinking about doing yellow leaves on here, but guys, let me know down below, what is your guys' favorite color that speaks to you in fall? I mean, I am actually very big on the orange, and I really like the burgundy colors. So I don't know, the orange was really speaking to me this day. So I had some of these orange flowers, and I do add some of the red in here. I do add some burgundy in here, but I was really kind of going for the orange vibes. So I didn't really put in yellow. I was going to, and I backed out. So let me know if you think that this is way too orange, or if you would have added in some yellow. What colors speak to you? Anyway, like right here, I'm just kind of playing around with what I want. Like I said, I'm adding some of the orange flowers. These all come from Dollar Tree. The leaves, I believe I got off of Amazon like last year. So these leaves I'm putting in here, and some of these do have like a little yellow tint to them, but this is as yellow as I'm going on this. But I'm kind of just adding some of this in here because I wanted to cover up some of these spots. Like there's that bigger spot there that had a lot of the buffalo check showing, and I did kind of want to cover that up. But I'm just kind of basically stuffing these into the areas that are showing. I'm not even, like I said, I'm not gluing nothing down. I do end up tying some of this stuff down closer to the wreath and everything. And so here's kind of where I add in the burgundy. This one, I mean, the wreath turned out okay. The only thing I end up actually gluing down, I glue down some darker berries later, and those I do kind of glue around everywhere. Here's where the berries come in actually. So these came from Dollar Tree a while back, and I have these in my stash probably a good, gosh, I don't even know, 3 years now, and I've never used them. I thought I had more packs, to be honest with you, but these I am actually gluing down into the wherever, because I wanted them to hold a little bit more, and I wanted to be able to twist them into the leaves and kind of wherever, since they're wired, and I kind of wanted to be able to twist them wherever I wanted to put them. But I also think they'd be a lot easier to remove. Anyway, I'm just kind of yapping at this point. But I kind of just stagger them everywhere. And I think this is probably like my favorite part of the wreath. I'm not sure why, but I love how those look. And then there was still that big gap there, and I wanted to add some kind of big sunflower or something, but I come across these two flowers. I didn't even remember I had these. These were actually in my quote-unquote Halloween spot but I just decided I was going to add those two in. And it does fill up majority of it. You kind of see more in the final reveal. I kind of show you the whole thing. So on to project number 3. So you guys have all seen the busted canvases. So I've only seen this done like a couple times, and I wanted to try it, kind of, I guess. I wanted to try to create a busted canvas in a way without actually using canvas. So I kind of just did busted out cardstock, I guess. Whatever. But this one is really pretty. It had a fireplace in it. It does have some pumpkins down at the bottom, but there's leaves going all along the fireplace and everything, so it was really pretty. These pictures or whatever I get off of Temu. And then I have some of these scrapbook pieces. This one is all leaves. This one, these scrapbook pieces come from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just basically measuring them out from the back of the little canvas that I have that I Mod Podged. And then I need another piece from the other side. So I'm just cutting that down for the piece that I measured out, as you guys can see. And then I'm going to grab my, well, actually I'm going to cut that down first. But now I'm going to grab my glue stick, and I'm going to glue that piece onto my other piece of scrapbook paper. Just kind of make a little sandwich. And now I'm going to trim that down because obviously I can't measure anything straightly, and it's off a little. So yeah. And why I had to show you all of that, I'm not sure. You know, editing. Gotta love editing. So here now we're going to basically cut our diagonals, and I'm going to do this before I put it on our image because I don't want to cut our image. Now I'm just going to hot glue all in 4 corners, and we're going to stick our little paper right down onto our image. And then we can fold these back. Now I'm going to actually fold these all the way back and glue them to the back of our little flat canvas, I guess. I did use a canvas, but it's a flat canvas. So we are getting leaves from both sides. And our image has leaves as well, so it was kind of cool. But I thought it turned out pretty cool. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. Now, this next one is a bonus DIY. I was kind of just playing around. This is probably my least favorite, but it was kind of a cool technique. I thought it'd be kind of fun to try using so here's I'm mixing colors. I'm doing a little harvest orange and a little brown, just so you guys are aware. I'm mixing my colors there. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to use bubble wrap as a painting technique, I guess. So I'm going to paint my canvas first with a light blue. We need a kind of a sky blue here. But I've only seen it done with I mean, I've seen it done with like paper towel and stuff like that, but bubble wrap gives it a neat texture. And I thought it would be kind of cool to do this like leaves in a tree. So again, I'm going in with orange because that's one of my favorites. So I'm just kind of going along with the leaves first. So this is going to be my tree. And then I'm going to go in with my drawing of my tree. Now, I've said this before in many other times I've painted or drawn or anything like that. You're more than welcome to draw on it first if you want to, but honestly, trees are probably the easiest thing that you can draw, and I've heard many people say that they can't draw and they can't paint and whatever. I don't think I can do a very good job either, guys. I'll be honest. I think I suck, but that's my opinion. But trees are your easiest excuse me, sorry. Trees are your easiest thing to start with. You cannot go wrong with a tree. There is no perfect tree out there, you guys. Branches never grow straight. There's never a perfect tree. There's never a straight tree. They all are curvy. They all are wonky. You can go to a forest and never find a straight tree. So you can draw a tree however wonky or curvy or however you want to word it. Right here now I'm just putting a few little lighted or darker details in the trunk area. And now I'm going to take some more of that bubble wrap with some more paint, and I'm going to go over the leaf areas again, just to kind of darken it up a little bit, to kind of give it a little bit more color contrast. I am also going to dot to where it looks like the leaves are falling, because we're in fall. We're going to give a little grass down here. I'm also using the bubble wrap for that, because why not? I do go in with some warm buff or something. Maybe even it's like terratol or beige or something. I don't know. I think it's warm buff. Because grass starts to turn brown around this time of year. Around fall, I guess. And then I'm also going to give the ground some orange leaf coloring down there, because how many leaves fell already? We don't know. But I don't know. Like I said, I was just kind of playing around. So I thought I'd throw it in because I did have fun with it. Is it going to be the next Picasso? No. But I thought it'd be kind of fun if anybody likes to, your grandkids might enjoy playing around with stuff like that. Fine. So, but anyways, guys, let me know down below what you guys think. Make sure you guys go give everybody some love. Shout out to Brenda. Thank you so much for letting me host with you. I appreciate it. And make sure you go give her some love and everything, guys. And yeah, thank you guys all for stopping by, and I appreciate you guys all. Can you believe it's the 1st of September? I'm loving it. And I will have some homie nomies coming up here pretty soon, guys. God bless you all, and we got Just Our Imagination coming up here as well pretty soon, so stay tuned. God bless. Bye.